In March 2012, rumors of a Steam box were brewing. This alleged hardware could potentially be Valve's new game console. Valve marketing director Doug Lombardi hinted at the possibility of new hardware, but he didn't confirm anything at the time. He did confirm, however, that Valve was working on a new user interface for Steam users who want to game in the living room. Targeting TVs and the living room makes sense because at this time, video game console sales were in the hundreds of millions. PlayStation 1 and 2 alone hit 257.4 million unit sales by March 31st, 2012. And these consoles are made for couches, TVs, living rooms, settings that are generally a little more laid back and comfortable for playing games, as opposed to sitting at a computer desk. Moving on to July 25th, Gabe spoke at Casual Connect about open platforms, and he said a way to guarantee that open platforms survive is to make sure Linux thrives. So Linux was going to be a critical component to this soon-to-be Steam Machine product, but we're not quite there yet. There's still a lot of other work that has to be done before we launch. In September, Valve released a beta of a new Steam UI named Big Picture Mode. The interface featured large thumbnails and menus, and it was compatible with game controllers, while still working with keyboard and mouse. This new UI allowed gamers to navigate Steam on their TV in the comfort of their living room. And that all sounds amazing, but to reap these benefits, you have to move your computer into your living room, which, I guess if you had a laptop, that would be pretty easy, but not so much for a desktop tower. At this time, it seemed like Valve had some great software solutions in place, but the hardware piece of the puzzle was still missing. But Valve's Greg Coomer hinted at the future. While discussing Big Picture Mode and the living room, he also said, if it's getting involved in shipping some kind of hardware, then we will get involved in doing that if we need to. At the 2012 Video Game Awards, Kotaku's Jason Schreier briefly spoke with Gabe Newell, and Gabe said the reaction to Big Picture Mode was stronger than expected. He also said the next step is to get the Linux version of Steam out of beta, and that companies would also start selling TV-ready PCs with Steam pre-installed next year. Gabe also said these upcoming PCs would run Linux, but users could still install Windows if they want to. Now, what specific Linux operating system would they be running? We don't know yet, but maybe we'll find out soon.